welcome to Herald TV News at 3 with me, Shalene. Quoting Ram Manohar lawyer, Goa Governor P.S. Sridharan Pillai said the 1946 revolution was to fight for the rights to assemble, organize and publish. He also said negativism is not good for democracy, but all have the right to fight against injustice. 100% negativism is bad, he added. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said there are some Goa freedom fighters who have still not been recognized or registered. Home Department will ensure their names are recognized and notified. Both the Governor and CM Sawant were speaking at Goa Revolution Day celebrations at Azad Maidan on Saturday.
Registration of those freedom fighters who have not yet been recognized will be done, says Chief Minister. Loya Maidan and Patra Devi Memorial will soon be ready for inauguration. Goa Governor has called for inclusion of the history of the Goan freedom struggle in textbooks.
But a negative approach in toto is dangerous to our democratic setup. I am not blaming anybody, I am not pointing out anybody. In democracy, positive should be given maximum. At the same time, against the system, every citizen, every political party, including opposition parties, have got the right to fight against injustice. So approach should, if it is confined to 10% negative, that would badly affect our concept of freedom and democracy. Gandhiji also, the view of Gandhiji also quoted by that national daily with respect to our agitation in 1946. I am quoting Gandhiji. According to Dr. Lohia's statement, for 18 years, the people of Goa have been robbed of the right to hold meetings and to form associations. Naturally, he defied the unjust laws of the Portuguese government. He has thereby rendered a service to the cause of civil liberties and specifically to the Goans.
काही जणांक स्वतंत्र सैन्यानी म्हणून तांची रजिस्ट्रेशनय जावंक ना किंवा काही जणांक त्या स्वतंत्र सेनानीन वांटो घेतलेले हांकां निश्चितरित्या ह्या आझादी का अमृत महोत्सव म्हणजे ह्या 75व्या वर्साच्या निमित्तान आमचे होम डिपार्टमेंट हांच्यानी ऑलरेडी तांची दखल घेवन म्हणजे गोंयचे स्वतंत्र सैनिक विशेष करून तांकां नोंद केली वयतली आणि भारताच्या स्वतंत्र सैनिकांनी त्याची नोंद जावची हाज्या खातीर म्हणजे होम डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ द गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडिया हाज्याय कडेन करस्पॉन्डन्स जे आसा ऑलरेडी सुरवात केला निश्चित हे जावप आणि ह्या आझादी का अमृत महोत्सव ह्या वर्सा दोन गोष्टी एक लोहिया मैदान हाजे थोड्या दिसांच्या भितर आमी उक्तावण करपाचें आसा आणि पत्रा देवीचो तो स्मारक तो 1955चे वर अजूनही आमकां याद करून दिता आणि त्या सगळ्या स्वतंत्र सैनिकांक म्हणजे 27 स्वतंत्र सैनिकांची नाव आणि त्याची सगळी माहिती ही त्या पत्रा देवीच्या स्मारकाच्या निमित्तान सगळ्यांक कळपाक जाय त्या खातीर पत्रा देवीचे ते स्मारक ह्या वर्साच्या भितर ताचेय उक्तावण निश्चितच रित्या केले वयतले.
सरफरोशी की तमन्ना आज हमारे दिल में है, देखना है दूर कितना बाजुए कातिल में. अशा भावार्थान 18 जून 1946 त्या दिसा डॉक्टर राम मनोहर लोहियांनी मडगांवां आपल्या
तुलनारी छे ने
Sagun Gaude and Aditya Bedre for Herald TV.
Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte has said that the Tourism Act will be passed during the monsoon assembly session of Goa Assembly. He said tourism and IT are the backbone of the state. The policy will allow people in the village to do business with regard to tourism and showcase the culinary heritage. The infrastructure will be developed in league with the central government through various projects. Water sports and beach shack policy will also be fine-tuned, Kaunte said.
Tourism Minister Rohan Kaunte has said the Tourism Act will be passed during the monsoon session of Goa Assembly. The policy will allow people in villages to do business with regard to tourism and showcase the culinary heritage. Water sports and beach shack policy will also be fine-tuned, Rohan Kaunte said.
Tourism एक क्रांती घडोवपाचो आमचो प्रयत्न आसा where we want to make tourism and IT as a main backbone of the state. As far as industry are concerned, we have to start deciding now what we want to do, and we have to start focusing on tourism and IT. या क्षेत्रांत टुरिजमाच्या आयटीच्या क्षेत्रांत आमी खूब चालना चालू केल्ली आसा. तशेंच टुरिजमाच्या हातून ह्या असेंब्लीन वी आर ट्रायंग टू गेट अ टुरिजम एक्ट इन प्लेस. वी आर ट्रायंग टू गेट द पॉलिसीज इन प्लेस. होमस्टेज जातात, होमस्टे खातीर पॉलिसी हाडपाची गरज आसा, ती हाडटात. सो वी आर ट्रायंग टू गेट पॉलिसीज which will allow people in the villages also to do business. We are trying concepts of when we are talking about shacks on the beach, we are talking about hinterland shacks also. गांवचे आमचे मसाले जावं, गांवची जेवणां जावं, लोकांकडे कशी पावते, how the culinary cuisines can reach to different parts. We are trying to ensure that we reach out to the right aspect of the countries when we go for road shows or whatever to attract those footfalls whom we want. In terms of infrastructure, along with आमचे Prime Minister मोदीचे under various schemes under with our श्रीपाद भाऊ आणि युनियन मिनिस्टर आमचो टुरिजमचो किशन रेड्डीजी तांकां घेवन आमी खुबशे सेंटर फंडेड प्रोजेक्ट्स सुरू केल्ले आसा विच वी आर ऑलरेडी इन द मोड. ह्या 2 अडेज म्हयन्यान खुबशीं कामां केल्या आनी वी वॉन्ट टू मूव व्हेरी प्रोग्रेसिवली एज फार एज टुरिजम इज कन्सर्न एंड IT इज कन्सर्न. वी आर ऑल्सो लुकिंग एट माय अदर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ प्रिंटिंग एंड स्टेशनरी टू बी रिवॅम्प्ड. सो लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर हॅपनिंग. वी हॅव बीन वर्किंग ओवर टायम एंड डिलिव्हरीज वील स्टार्ट. हे 2-3 म्हयन्यान से सगळें घेतिल्लें आसा हातान ते तुमकां डिलिव्हरीज वील बी सीन बाय द सीजन टायम. whether it's the beach shack आसूं नाल्यार वॉटर स्पोर्ट्स आसूं तांच्यो पॉलिसी रायट करप, तांच्या जाग्यार घालप. एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिवली वी नीड टू पुट टुरिजम ऑन अ प्रॉपर फुटींग. कित्याक शेवटी एवरीबडी इज अ एम्बेसेडर. आमी टुरिजम डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ फॅसिलिटेटर. बीच शॅकार कोण आसता, वॉटर स्पोर्ट्सान कोण चलयता धंदो, सगळे जे स्टेक होल्डर्स आसा आर एम्बेसेडर्स टू प्रमोट टुरिजम एज फार एज गोवा इज कन्सर्न. एंड वी वॉन्ट टू टेक एवरीबडी टुगेदर एंड एन्श्योर गोवा मूव्स इन द राइट डायरेक्शन.
There have been a lot of complaints that junior officers have been appointed as administrators in panchayats. When Panchayat Minister Marvin Godino was asked this question, he said they will be supervised by the block development officer and ultimately him. We will act on complaints if any, he said. We want smooth functioning and it is only for 3 months. We will study reservations in meanwhile and the process will be completed in 4 months, Marvin said.
There have been a lot of complaints that junior officers have been appointed as administrators in panchayats. Panchayat Minister says they will be supervised by the BDO and ultimately by him. We will study reservations in the meanwhile and the process will be completed in 4 months, Marvin Godino said.
One thing I will tell you, when you appoint administrator, it has to be government officer.
Yes.
Because you have to give breathing space for things to happen as mandated by Panchayati Raj Act. They will be supervised duly by respective BDOs.
Yes.
And I will be looking at it overall. If there are any complaints, we will act immediately. And कितें कमी पडटा जाल्यार आमी सारकें करतले. We want smooth functioning and it is only for 3 months maximum, 3 or 4 months. That is 3 or 4 months. It is not for long period. Supreme Court, we are purely going by Supreme Court mandate which said triple test because of reservation for OBC आणि मागीर because of reservation triple test pass करून तेणी clearly म्हणलेलें आसा if administrator has to be appointed in that same judgment, one of the not more than 6 months we can hold on to the administrator. If before 6 months we will have to see OBC खंय आहा तो वॉर्ड खंयचो रिजर्व करपाचो. नाल्यार आमी सपोज एक मान्य करतात OBC वॉर्ड रिजर्व करनासतना तेणी एक दुसरो ऑल्टरनेटीव पयलो दुसरे स्टेटीन दिलो तो आमी केल्ले. They would have been hue and cry here. हिंगा लोक सारके म्हणजे अनहॅपी आसपाचे. They would have been hue and cry here. हिंगा लोक सारके म्हणजे अनहॅपी आसपाचे. ते आमकां करपाक आशिल्लें आमी आमकां जाय म्हणून कांय केलें ना वी हॅव सिम्पली फॉलोड द सुप्रीम कोर्ट वर्डिक्ट in spirit and we will follow it and see that entire process is completed before 6 months. I will try to do it in 4 months.
Only because of reservation they are pushing.
Yes, what is the reason for that?
Hey, administratively,
the new bodies will be there, no?
sir, these duties will be in addition to the regular duties.
Yes, yeah.
How this will be?
No.
And how
These people will have duties which are additional to what they are already doing. But tomorrow, if it so necessitates, I'll keep them more time in the panchayat. But secretary is astale. See, it is like this. Whenever anybody goes, we used to meet the sarpanch or other panchayats. He will meet the secretary. Secretary will tell the administrator, "Asa, किती difficulty asa, guidance आहे, video asa." So what is the difficulty? Oilan इलेक्शन मातशें सोंपेपण कोणी येवपाक शकता थोडा ते लोकांकूय पळोवन दी न्हू अल्टिमेटली आय वॉन्ट टू डू वॉट विल बी द बेस्ट फॉर द पीपल.
Aditya Bidre for Herald TV.
Missionary Families of Christ Karanzale chapter commenced study classes for underprivileged at Our Lady of Rosary Parish, Karanzale. The classes have been running since 2018 under the leadership of MFC members Albert and Bertha Fernandez. Children who cannot afford to pay for their tuitions from classes 2nd to 10th attend classes here in the evenings. 25 dedicated teachers offer their service pro bono to assist the children in their studies. Students are greatly benefited in their studies from this laudable public service project jointly supported by the MFC and the Rosary Parish, Karanzale.
Missionary Families of Christ commenced study classes for the underprivileged at Our Lady of Rosary Parish, Karanzale. Children who cannot afford to pay for their tuitions from classes 2 to 10 attend classes here in the evenings. 25 dedicated teachers offer their services pro bono to assist the children.
Sincerely appreciate the respected teachers and volunteers under the able leadership of teacher Bertha and her husband Albert Fernandez for taking the initiative to reach out to the youngsters in their studies.
We are glad that our Karanzali unit have initiated study classes for the underprivileged children in the parish of Our Lady of Rosary Church, Karanzale. A big thank you to Albert and Bertha Fernandez who initiated this project. God bless them. We also thank our ex-parish priest, Reverend Father Rosario Oliveira, and our present parish priest, Reverend Father Pio Almeida, for their support and encouragement. God bless the teachers who sacrifice their time to educate and mold the underprivileged children.
We in Karanzale are blessed with a lot of students from the migrant community. And at the same time, we are doubly blessed with a lot of well-educated and resourceful people. My husband Albert and I thought of putting these two groups of people together. Students who couldn't afford to pay for tuitions and at the same time provide an opportunity for service in the Lord's vineyard. And yes, this clicked. And that is how the parish study classes came into.
I am Albert Fernandez. The parish study classes were started in the year 2018 to help the underprivileged children of our parish. This year, we have around 90 students from Standard 2 to Standard 10. 25 well-qualified and dedicated teachers render their invaluable and volunteer service to the students. Study classes are held from Monday to Friday, 3 to 5 p.m.
I am so privileged that I have been asked to teach the underprivileged children at the Rosary Parish School on a volunteer basis. So I teach the 6th standard history and the 8th standard geography. It is a pleasure and a joy to go back to teaching since I am a BSc B.Ed graduate, and this is after years that I am going back to teach.
It gives me immense joy and pleasure to teach these students who have a strong desire to study but do not have the resources to meet their needs.
I am Auntie. I from standard 10. I've been coming regularly for study classes. I must say that we the students are very lucky to have such a beautiful teachers who take a lot of trouble to teach us daily. They motivate us, they advise us and give us the opportunity to face the challenges in future. I must also thank the parish priest Father Pio Almeida who gave us such a beautiful, clean and serene place to study. God bless you.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant said that while getting into civil and public services, students should be prepared for competitive exams, and for this, the Directorate of Higher Education has made provisions to guide students online. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant organized a virtual skill and development talk for students on the occasion of Goa Revolution Day. The aim was to introduce an integrated education system for students to utilize their resources, and experts from various departments would be called to guide students.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant organized a virtual skill and development talk for students. He discussed various career opportunities for students. He has sought to introduce an integrated education system so that students can utilize their resources.
आम्ही पळयता की इंटिग्रेटेड एड्युकेशन जावचें आनी ताच्याच खातीर डायरेक्टर ऑफ टेक्निकल एड्युकेशन, डायरेक्टर ऑफ हायर एड्युकेशन, डायरेक्टर ऑफ एड्युकेशन, डायरेक्टर ऑफ स्किल एड्युकेशन आनी इंडस्ट्री फिल्डांतले एक्सपर्ट्स आम्ही ऑन बोर्ड घेवन ह्या सगळ्यांचो कशा पद्दतीत मार्गदर्शना खातीर यूज जातलो आनी ते कशा बऱ्या पद्दतीत सगळ्या भुरग्यांक आनी गोंयांतल्या सगळ्या तरणाट्यांक मार्गदर्शन करपाक शकता हाजो सातत्यात आमी युटिलायझेशन तेंच्यो रिसोर्सीस ह्यो आमी वापरपाक पळयता. सिव्हील देशाच्या नागरी सर्विसीस म्हणजे सिव्हील सर्विसीसान वयता आसतना IAS, IPS, IFS, IES आणि गोवा पब्लीक सर्वीस कमिशन्स इन्क्लुडींग द आर्म फोर्स आणि NDAs हाज्या सारकिल्यो कॉम्पिटेटिव्ह एक्झामी खातीर भुरग्यांनी सातत्यात तयार रावचे आणि फाटल्या वर्साच्यान आमच्या डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ हायर एड्युकेशन हांच्या मार्फत आमच्या सगळ्या गव्हर्नमेंट कॉलेजींतल्यान म्हणजे ऑनलायन तांकां गायडन्स आनी गायडन्स दिवपाची सुरवात ही ऑलरेडी आमच्या डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ हायर एड्युकेशनान केल्या. जर कोणाक खबर नासत जाल्यार तांच्यांनी आमच्या गव्हर्नमेंट कॉलेजीस ज्यो जाग्यार आसा तांकां तांच्यांनी संपर्क करचो किंवा ऑनलायन गेल्या उपरांत ताका ताची पुराय म्हायती ही निश्चितच मेळटली. म्हणजे मुळात मत आसा की प्रत्येकाचें करियर घडपाक जाय. घडये कदाचित तो 10वी फेल जाला आसत, 12वी फेल जाला आसत, शिक्षणान मातसो कमी आसत, तेजो कदाचित IQ मातसो कमी आसत, बट ताजें सुद्दां करियर घडपाक जाय. हाच्या खातीर सरकार सातत्यात प्रयत्न करीत आसा. आमी सगळ्यांनी त्या करियरा कडेन पळोवपाक जाय. फुडल्या 10 वर्साक, फुडल्या 15 वर्साक खंयची ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज अवेलेबल आसा ही सोदून जर आमी आमचें करियर त्या बाबतीत करपाचो जर प्रयत्न केलो जाल्यार निश्चित रित्या म्हाका दिसता आमकां बेकार रावचें पडचें ना. म्हणजे आमी जेन्ना म्हणटा की आमी ग्रॅज्युएशन पोस्ट ग्रॅज्युएशन केलें आनी आजुनूय बेकार आसा, हे बेकार रावचे पडचे न्ही म्हणून फुडल्या 10-15 वर्साक राज्यांत, देशांत आनी ग्लोबली वीज ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज आर अवेलेबल.
North Goa mining belt farmers demand SIT or CBI probe to illegal transportation of mining. They also asked the Chief Minister to give a date as to when mining will be restarted. Farmers also called for withdrawal of false cases filed against them. Farmers also alleged that Deputy SP Sagar Ikoskar was hand in glove with the CM, and Ikoskar was involved in laterite mining, gambling and mining illegalities. We exposed this, and this is the reason he assaulted the farmers, they alleged.
North Goa mining belt farmers demand SIT or CBI probe into illegal transportation of mining. Farmers called for withdrawal of false cases filed against them. Farmers also alleged that DYSP Sagar Ikoskar was hand in glove with the CM.
पूर्ण एका प्रोटेक्ट करता कारण यांचे लागे बांधे आसा. ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन जेन्ना 2020 जेन्ना ट्रान्सपोर्ट करपाक आयल्लो तेन्ना मुख्यमंत्र्याचो एक नावेली गांवचो मनीस थंय ट्रान्सपोर्ट घेतालो आनी ताका आमी ऑब्जेक्ट केल्ले कित्याक तो रूट तांकां अलाव केल्लो नासलो. तो रूट दिल्लो तो सोडून तो ट्रान्सपोर्ट व्हरतालो. हे तांकां राग आसले आनी हो जो करप्ट जो ऑफिसर आसा एकोस्कर हेजे खुबश्यो गोश्टी आमी हाडले. हे चिऱ्याचे मायनिंग जो पिसुल्ल्या चालू आसा ताका पूर्ण एका हप्ते येताले आनी हे आमी पयली प्रेस घेतलेले. कंप्लेन दिल्या पूण मायन्स डिपार्टमेंट एक्शन घेयना. आज पर्यंत एक्शन घेवंक ना. रिटर्न कंप्लेन आहा तेजी आनी कांयच एक्शन जावंक ना. त्या भायर गॅमलिंगाचेर तेणे लोकांचे तशेंच केल्ले आसा. मायनिंग डिपार्टमेंटाचे तशेंच हप्ते करता आनी ह्या सगळ्यो गोश्टी आमी एक्टिविस्ट म्हणून हे गोश्टी आमकां येयल्या उपरांत आमी जेन्ना लोकां समोर हाडटा प्रेस मिडियांतल्यान तेन्ना ताका राग येता आनी ते तेणी राग काडला हें आमकां कळटा. आमचो डिमांड आतां तेच आसा, ही इन्क्वायरी करची जी ऑनरेबल हायकोर्टा समोर आसा तेंच्यांनी सांगला SIT और CBI आमी मागणी करता की हेजेर स्पेशल ऑफिसर घालचे. आज दुःख दिसता की 2012 त्या सरकारान SIT गठीत केल्ली, खंयच इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन जायना आनी ते ऑफिसर फक्त त्यो फायल घेवन बसलेले आसा. ती जर इन्व्हेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट जाल्ली आयज उघड जाता आसलें. आयज 10 वर्सां जालीं हें कांयच ना. आनी सरकारा कडेन आमकां प्रश्न आसा, कित्याक म्हजे 2-3 ट्रक आसा, आमी ह्या हेतूर आसा. आतां ह्यो काणयो सांगता आयज दिता डेट, फाल्यां डेट दिता. तुमी केन्ना मायनींग स्टार्ट जातली ही एक गोंयकारांक सरकारान डेट दिवची खरेंच. कारण हे लोक त्रासान आसा सगळे मायनींग बेल्ट आनी लोक कर्जबाजारी आसा. आतां ते भुरगे बेकार जाल्ले आसा. सो सगळ्यांच्या खातीर कितें तुमी करतले. आयज तेंच्यांनी मदींच पॅकेज स्टार्ट केल्ली. हेंच्यांनी केंद्रा कडल्यान आमची रॉयल्टी जर केंद्राक वयता, गोवा सरकार फेल्युअर जाल्ले आसा, तेंच्यांनी रिलीफ कांयच दिवंक ना. ट्रक ओनराक ना, ते आमच्या कामगारांक ना. तांकां तुमी कितें तरी रिलीफ दिया न्ही. तो पर्यंत आयज तुमी ॲश्युरन्स दिल्ले मनोहर पर्रीकरान की आमी तांकां रिलीफ पॅकेज दितले म्हणून, ते तुमी बंद केल्ले आसा. हेवटेन म्हारगाय BJPन वाडयल्ली आसा. सिलिंडर आतां 1000 वयर गेल्लो आसा. सो हे सगळ्यो म्हारगायेक काम ना आनी एके सायडीक तुमी आमचेर केसी घालता. आतां एक दुसरो म्हजो मुद्दो आसा, आमचेर क्रायम म्हजेर रजिस्टर केली अंडर त्यो क्रायम आनी शेतकऱ्याचेर अशे 2 केसीस घातल्या. ह्यो केसी तुमी विड्रॉ करच्यो, कारण ती मायन जे ट्रान्सपोर्ट चलतालो तो इल्लिगल हे हायकोर्टान स्टे दिवन प्रूव जाल्ले आसा. आनी आमी आतां परत कोर्टा समोर वचचे आनी 10 वर्सां आमी ते सगळ्या शेतकऱ्यांक त्रास जातले, मानसीक त्रास, तांकां सगळ्या प्रकारचे आर्थीक त्रास. पयलीं काम धंदो ना, आमची शेती बंद आसा आनी परत तुमी आमकां कोर्टान वचात. सो तुमी फॉल्स केस पयलीं घालतात, पयलीं मारहाण करतात, मागीर फॉल्स केस घालतात आनी परत आमी ते मागीर चार्जशीट फायल करतले.
Prasad Polchi for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.